is a movie I haven't seen in ages, but I had like 4 VHSs of. So, since it's in the mind right now, let's discuss a little bit of it. All right. So, we are gonna talk about this gem from the 80s that continues to captivate audiences with its like rich storytelling and beautiful animation. It's The Secret of NIMH. All right. I know some of you thought it was like some fever dream or whatever, but nah. That shit existed, okay? It was released in 1982. The Secret of NIMH is an adaptation of Robert C. O'Brien's novel Miss Frisby and the Rats of NIMH. It tells the story of Miss Brisby, a widowed field mouse, right, who embarks on a perilous quest to save her family. Her journey leads her to a group of genetically enhanced rats who possess intelligence and tech far beyond what any mouse could imagine. The movie was directed by Don Bluth. I assume that's how you say his last name. You already know I'm terrible at names, so. He's an animator who left Disney to create his own studio, seeking creative freedom, and it shows. The animation is detailed, the characters are compelling, and the story is a blend of fantasy, adventure, and heart. What makes Secret of NIMH stand out is its darker tone, compared to other animated films of its time. It doesn't shy away from themes of loss, courage, and the fight against oppression. And let's not forget the stunning voice cast, including Elizabeth Hartman as Miss Brisby and Don DeLuise as Jeremy the Crow. The film also raises questions about the ethics of scientific experimentation on just as the rats intelligence is the result of human experiments. It's a tale that encourages viewers to think about the consequences of our actions on other living beings. Despite its initial modest, I'd say box office performance, The Secret of NIMH has grown into a cult classic, beloved for its storytelling and animation art history. It's a film that reminds us of the power of animation to convey deep and meaningful stories. Eh, what else can I say? The Secret of NIMH is renowned for its sophisticated animation techniques that contributed to its unique visual style and emotional depth. Here's some key techniques used in the film, right? Multi-plane camera shots. Let's talk about those, right? So this technique involves moving a number of pieces of artwork past the camera at various speeds and at various distances from one another. This creates a three-dimensional effect and adds depth to scenes. Multiple passes through the camera. So, by running the film through the camera multiple times, animators were able to incorporate characters, shadows, reflections, and other special effects, enhancing the realism and detail of the animation. Orchestration of color, dude. The film uses color strategically to achieve emotional impact. The orchestration of color throughout The Secret of NIMH is carefully planned to evoke certain feelings, in moods at specific points in the story. Oh, and let's bring up the hand-drawn animation and live-action reference footage. The animators combine traditional hand-drawn animation with live-action reference footage, giving the characters a lifelike quality and adding authenticity to their movements. Backlit animation. This technique, right, also known as glow and fire effects, involves illuminating the artwork from behind, creating vivid lighting effects and transparent shadows. It's particularly noticeable in scenes with fire or magical elements. These techniques, along with the film's compelling story and characters, have helped The Secret of NIMH to be remembered as a classic in the field of animation. The production of the movie took approximately 30 months to complete, right? This was a relatively short period for an animated feature at the time, especially considering the intricate animation techniques and detailed artwork that the film is known for. The team worked diligently to meet the release date set by MGM UA, with the final month's production being particularly intense. During the tight production schedule of the movie, the production team faced several significant challenges. Departure from Disney. Okay, first thing. The film was made by a group of animators who left Disney due to frustrations with the company's bureaucracy and what they saw as neglect of vital animation skills. This departure meant establishing a new studio and working without the resources of a large company. Budget and time constraints. The film was produced on a budget of, I think it was like 7 million, which was significantly less than Disney's budget at the time. Additionally, it was completed in 30 months, like I said, half the time typically taken for animated features, adding pressure to the production process. Name change issues. A toy company forced a change in the main character's name from Frisbee to Brisby to avoid trademark issues with the Frisbee flying disc. So the artistic challenges, let's bring those up real fast. The animators aimed to create a film that resembled the early Disney films from the golden age of animation, focusing on strong story and characters. This goal required meticulous attention to detail and artistic integrity, which was challenging under the time and budget limitations. The technical innovations, right? The team wanted to showcase advanced animation techniques such as glowing light effects, which required additional effort and innovation. Despite these challenges, though, The Secret of NIMH was released to critical acclaim and has since, despite the tight schedule, is celebrated for its high quality animation. Yeah, high quality animation. Check it out. The team's dedication to the craft, even under time constraints, resulted in a film that set a new standard for storytelling and visuals in animation. The animators often worked long hours, with reports of them taking cat naps under their desks to meet deadlines. This commitment ensured that the animation quality did not suffer, and the film's visuals remained striking and impactful. The character design, emotional expressions, and detailed backgrounds all reflect the high standards the team set for themselves, which ultimately contribute to the film's lasting legacy as one of the greatest animated movies of all time. So, The Secret of NIMH features several scenes that showcase its exceptional animation quality. One of those being the Great Owl sequence. The encounter with the Great Owl is a standout moment, displaying intricate details in the owl's feathers and the eerie atmosphere of his lair. The use of lighting and shadow creates a sense of depth and foreboding that adds to the tension of the scene. The duel between what were their names? Justin and Jenner. The climactic battle is not only like a narrative high point, but also a technical one. The fluidity of the characters' movements, the dynamic camera angles, and the integration of special effects like sparks and sword clashes highlight the film's animation prowess. Miss Brisby's journey through the rose bush. As like Miss Brisby navigates the complex interior of the rosebush, viewers are treated to a visual feast of glowing lights, intricate machinery, and the bustling society of the rats. This scene like demonstrates the film ability to create a rich, immersive world. So another scene is, I'd say, the moving day sequence. The scene where the rats use their tech to move Miss Brisby's home is another example of the film's high quality animation. The coordination of multiple elements, such as like the mechanical devices, the characters' actions, and the environmental effects, showcases the animators' attention to detail. These scenes, among others, highlight the film's dedication to animation quality and its status as a classic in the genre. The soundtrack, okay, let's talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack is as memorable and impactful as the film itself, composed by the legendary Jerry Goldsmith. The music plays a crucial role in setting the tone and enhancing the emotional depth of the movie. Like some highlights of the soundtrack, like the main title, dude. Let's start there. The opening track sets the mystical and adventurous mood of the film, introducing the audience to the world of NIMH with a sense of wonder and intrigue. Flying Dreams, performed by Sally Stevens and Paul Williams, this lullaby is one of the most poignant moments in the soundtrack, reflecting the themes of hope and family that are central to the story, right? So, the house raising. This track accompanies one of the film's most intense scenes, where the rats use their tech to move Miss Brisby's home. The music here is like dynamic and uplifting, emphasizing the collaborative spirit and determination of the characters. Another little song, right? The story of NIMH. This piece provides a backdrop to the exposition of the rat's backstory, blending mystery and a sense of grandeur as the secrets of NIMH are revealed. Wow. Jerry Goldsmith's score for the movie is widely regarded as one of his best works, showcasing his ability to create an emotional and immersive experience through music. The soundtrack is available on like various platforms for those who wish to enjoy and like relive the magic of the film. So, The Secret of NIMH features a talented voice cast that has brought the characters to life with their performances. Some of the main voice actors in their roles: Elizabeth Hartman as Miss Brisby. Hartman provided the voice for the courageous and caring Mother Mouse, right? Derek Jacobi as Nicodemus. Jacobi voiced the wise and mystical leader of the rats. Dom DeLuise as Jeremy, right? The comedic relief of the film, Jeremy the Crow, was voiced by the beloved actor and comedian. Arthur Millay, I think that's how his name is said, as Mr. Ages. He liked his voice to the grumpy but good-hearted old mouse. Right? Peter Strauss. as Justin. The brave and noble rat who became the leader of the rats was voiced by Peter. So Paul Shinar as Jenner. So Shinar played the antagonist Jenner, a power-hungry rat who opposes the rat's plan to leave the farm. John Carradine as the Great Owl. This legendary actor provided the deep and ominous voice for the Great Owl. Shannon Doherty, Will Wheaton, and Jody Hicks voiced the Brisby children, Teresa, Martin, and Cynthia, respectively. The voice actors' performances were integral to the film's emotional depth and character development, contributing to its appeal. So, like I said earlier on, if you haven't seen it, you totally should go find it and watch it. It's a little spooky, so maybe your children's should not watch it yet, but eventually they should because it's a bomb-ass movie, okay? Bye!